Hi everybody and welcome to the latest episode in my club guide series here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. Before we look in more detail at these wood clubs in the game, please give me a thumb up and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. I get a lot of questions about which clubs to use in what scenarios and what to upgrade, so I hope that this episode and indeed the rest of the series is going to answer some of those queries for you. We're going to look at each wood club in turn, and I'm going to have the stat charts up on the screen highlighting some of the best areas involved with shot making with these clubs and what level and when you might like to use them as you progress in the game of Golf Clash. We're also going to compare some stats and look at the advantages and disadvantages as we go in terms of what shots you might need to be playing with these clubs. Hope you find it useful. Please leave me a comment in the section down below with your preferences as well. Let's get started. The Tour 1 wood club is of course the Horizon, but even from level 1 and 2 of course you've got zero accuracy and not much accuracy really until you hit level 7, by which time you're not really going to need this club. But if it's the only wood club you've got, proceed with caution because of course that accuracy is really low and you've got hardly any backspin. This is however a situational club for use in tournaments where you may not have the stat combination you need to play some more aggressive shots that need a lot of topspin and also ball guide. And as you can see, even at level 4 you've got 4.1 ball guide and plenty of topspin even from the beginning when you've got this in level 1. Level 5 and 6 you've got 31% accuracy, so still proceed with caution there. Like I said, this isn't going to be used in everyday tour play unless of course you've got nothing else available, but keep it there ready. It's not expensive to upgrade and may help you out in certain tournament scenarios until you've got other clubs at a decent level. The Viper is most likely going to be your all-round wood club for your first period of time in the game until you've got the sniper to a decent level. It will be unlocked fairly quickly in Tour 2 and you will get plenty of cards if you play a lot of Tour 2 here, so you can very quickly get some top spin here at level 6. You've got a bit of backspin to begin with as well. The ball guide isn't great, however it is better than the big dog in low level, and of course the accuracy is better than the Horizon in low level. You've got enough power to get you through the shootouts and indeed most of the main holes in your early journey into the game. But of course, once you've got into level 7, it doesn't get any more powerful than that. You've maxed it at 170 yards and you need to be, when you're at that point, hopefully getting some sniper cards to eventually swap out from the Viper over to the Sniper. Found in Tour 3 onwards, the Big Dog. We're going to come back to the Big Dog a bit later to compare with the Cataclysm, and that's a very useful thing to do. But if the Viper isn't cutting it for you on the longer par 5s, then the Big Dog, having a bag with the Big Dog in, will be your friend, because instantly at level 1 you've got 170 yards of power, which is way more than a maxed out Viper. Okay, the accuracy isn't good to begin with, and not until level 7 do you get something half decent. So it is one that you need to focus on hitting perfect. The best thing about the early upgrades here is the ball guide. You haven't even got a second bounce until you are at level 4. So try and avoid using the Big Dog unless you absolutely have to until you are level 4+. But it will be very, very useful in tournaments, in rookie, and of course in pro. We'll talk more about the Cataclysm later because there are a lot of similarities there, and knowing which club you need in which circumstance will be very important. But this is one to keep developing as you go through the tours. Now the Hammerhead, in my experience, is the best underused club in the game. Not many people use it. That's because even though it does many things very well, you've got decent power up to 176 yards, you've got very good accuracy really from level 4 on, you've got decent topspin, you've got decent backspin as well, and the ball guide's okay. However, you've got specialist clubs for all of those attributes really. You've got the Big Dog and the Cataclysm for the distance, you've got the accuracy and the ball guide, you've got the sniper for that, and you've got max backspin on the Guardian in much earlier level. So the Hammerhead is a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. I wouldn't recommend it in tour play purely because a lot of the content you'll see online and also on the community will not use the Hammerhead at all. Many people, they just go with the sniper, Big Dog, Guardian or Cataclysm. However, I'm not going to rule this out for general tour play. And if that suits what you're playing in tour play in terms of the courses and the tees you're playing from, and you don't have any other clubs that give you that all-round sense, then by all means stick with it, because it has a very good set of attributes. The Guardian is your go-to club for anything that requires backspin. If there may not be much room to bounce before the green and you just want to get safely on and control the ball, then this is the club for you. Even level 1, you've got a load of backspin to deal with there, and it just gets better as you go up. Level 6 onwards, you've got full backspin. Not a great amount of ball guide really, but it is useful. Definitely in level 7+, and maybe in level 6 as well, because you've got a very good second bounce to reference with a ball guide of 3.2, and you've got the accuracy there as well. Topspin is not really used at all with the Guardian, to be quite honest, unless you're using it in level 9 and want the ball guide and the distance, but mainly the backspin is going to be your friend on this one. Decent power as well. You're not going to be wanting for too much more power than this, even if you're using it in level 4 and 5. Quick break here to let you all know that you can get PDF printable versions of the charts with all of the drivers on one page, and that's going to be same for the wood clubs and the short irons and so on for every club in the game, over on patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Really useful charts that you can print out and look at all the stats and attributes. May be worthwhile you having if you're playing tournaments or tour play, to help you quickly work out what you need to upgrade or what you need to use. So all of those printable charts available on Patreon. Get yourself involved there and support the channel at the same time. By far the best wood club in the game, the Sniper, for the wonderful accuracy and also the ball guide. Just look at these stats from level 1. Okay, you've got no topspin and no backspin, but you've got 3.7 ball guide already, and it is the only club that gives you 100% accuracy as soon as you unlock it. The power will be against you though for those first few levels. You get 4 more yards at level 5, and you're also by that point into a 4.0 ball guide. Level 7+ is where it is a really brilliant weapon in tournaments. You've got 4.5 ball guide, you've got a little bit more topspin, and your backspin and topspin increases from 7 right the way up to 10 really. This is going to be a brilliant club whether you're playing tournaments and or tour play, because this is a great thing for shootouts as well. You've got all that lovely ball guide. Great balls are going to be safe here as well, and it is a very, very well used club, so you can make use of a lot of great content using the Sniper. This should be priority upgrade material with all of your wood clubs. The Tour 7 wood club is the Cataclysm. This will be your go-to club much later on in your Golf Clash career, when you're up in Master and indeed Tour 11 and 12 and 13. This will be the club for the shootouts. It may not strike you as that to begin with, because you've got low accuracy, but you've also got a great amount of power early on, 175 yards. Coming up in this video, we're going to look at comparing the Big Dog and the Cataclysm, because you might want to mix and match these clubs. But look at this, from level 5 onwards, you've got some brilliant topspin, and you've got 60% accuracy at least. A load of curl as well, and in the highest levels, 4.3. This will be great for master tournaments and, like I said, high up in tour play as well, but also a great option for pro and expert, depending on what stats you need on your long distance approaches. Now let's have a look at these two long distance wood clubs side by side, and this is the useful comparison here. Most of the time when you're going to be reaching out for the long distance wood club, you're wanting 180 yards of power, so priority really is given to that, because otherwise you may need to overpower or push up. As you can see, at level 6 the Big Dog has 180 power. You have that already at level 3 with the Cataclysm. However, because the upgrade cards are slightly harder to come by, there being an epic club and also up in Tour 7, the chances are your Big Dog will be used a little bit earlier on in the game. However, there may be some scenarios you need to compare other stats as well. Of course, the accuracy isn't great on either club really, so we're going to be focusing on hitting perfect with this one. But sometimes you may need distance and topspin, and that's where you need to look closely at the stats. Big Dog level 6 with 180 yards power, you've got 67% topspin. So it's going to be around 6 bars of topspin. Looking at the equivalent of the Cataclysm there, you've got that almost at level 4, but if you need more topspin, the Cataclysm 5, if you've got it, has going to have a little bit more topspin. 71%, okay, may not be a great amount, but look at the other differences. 3.6 ball guide and a lot more accuracy. So when you're looking at the topspin needed, if you've got the Cataclysm in level 5, then that is going to really outperform the big dog in level 6+. So that's what you need to have in mind when you're upgrading these. Okay, you've got the power earlier on, but you don't necessarily have better topspin than the big dog. So big dog to around level 6, but then keep an eye on that Cataclysm. As soon as you're hitting level 4, level 5, that's the time, in my opinion, you need to be making the switch. Thank you for watching this video as part of the Club Guide series here on the channel. I hope you found it useful, and remember, if you have found it useful, please give me a thumb up and share it with your friends and clanmates in the game as well. Remember to check out the other parts of the series, of course, and otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all soon. Good luck in your Golf Clash games. Bye for now.